I say be yes to all that. That was just way too much for my brain. I was actually thinking about what I'm going to wear tonight to Lainey Wilson. I went on a yoga retreat to Bali, just saying, about 12 years ago. So I was into yoga. I did yoga for the stretching.
Girl vibes. I was into yoga like 10, 12 years ago when it was popular. Because I'm like in the trance.
I don't have any pimples.
Okay, that's perfect. So I have yet to try an ice bar.
Have you not even tried an ice bath?
No.
Same DNA.
Different opinions.
Always honest.
Always entertaining.
This is Two's Company.
Your new favourite mother-daughter catch-up.
Hi, welcome back. And is it nice to see me again? We had a bit of a break from me last week.
Welcome back, guys. Did you miss Mum?
I hope you missed me. But I must say, you guys did really well together. Great banter, and Beckham was pretty funny.
Yeah, did you guys enjoy last week's episode? If you haven't listened to it already, go check it out. I chatted to Beckham. He was our first guest on the podcast. We had a little podcast moment at the beach.
He did really well. He's a real natural, eh?
He is. That's what I'm saying. He needs his own podcast. He's so good at talking.
He's cute.
Yeah. What are you loving this week?
Well, I don't know if you can see in the background. He might come past again soon.
He's not there right now.
Guys, I got my ride on. I thought it would take me a little bit longer, but it didn't. I wore Ryan down and I've got my ride on. So I mowed the lawns yesterday and I just enjoyed doing that. Like, I just put headphones on, I listened to music. I literally felt like I was a farmer. I just loved it. I just felt like, oh, it was so good. It was so relaxing and it was so satisfying. Until I broke the hedge trimmer.
That wasn't your fault.
No, what's the hedge trimmer? No, it's a cutty thing. It's called something else though.
It's not the blade?
But the blade, like, you know how there's
the grass?
Yeah, it's like it's not a blade actually. I didn't know. I thought it was a blade, but it's this rope that goes like around really fast, and that wore out and snapped. But I think it's because it hasn't been in use and it's been sitting in the sun too long. So it will look nicer when I've done my little hedges. But yeah, I got my ride on lawnmower and Beckham is using it.
He's come over and he's riding
He's already on the grass, so you'll see him zzz around soon, and that's him on my ride on. So that's what I'm loving this week.
Nice. I haven't actually thought about what I'm loving this week. What even's happened? This week's gone so fast.
Well, there's something exciting tonight.
Oh, we're going to Lainey Wilson tonight. I got my cowboy boots on.
Yes, and I have got mine to put on soon. I've got a pair of cowboy boots too.
And broke Mum and Dad into coming, and you guys are so excited, eh?
I'm so excited. I don't think Dad's that excited.
No.
I don't think he knows one song of hers. He
Excited.
might know Watermelon Moonshine because I do items for him all the time with Watermelon Moonshine.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what I'm loving this week, is that we're going to Lainey tonight, because I've been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about wellness trends.
Yes.
There's so many trends coming and going, and we thought we'll just give our opinion, and if we've tried any. Oh, I think you can see Beckham in the background. I just saw him in the reflection. Yes. Look at him on my ride on.
He's got his little sunnies on. He's so cute.
He's going to be coming into the house all the time going, can I mow your lawns?
So cute. He loves it because we don't have any backyard in our apartment.
That's so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wellness trends, yeah, there's so much that always comes and goes, and you know, some things are good and some things are not, and some things stay and some things don't. And
it is always interesting because there's always new science and new things coming out, and you learn a lot more about how to look after your body. And we, like, you know, I can say you and Dad have raised us, you know, you guys are always talking about health, always researching health, and it's so interesting, and we love like hearing all about new things that are coming out.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of new wellness trends for 2026. So we're going to list a couple of those and kind of discuss about it a little bit more.
I feel like some of our viewers out there would be like, wellness trends. Like, some people boo-ha like a lot of the new wellness trends, and I totally get it. Like, there is like, oh, it's just popular because it's trendy or blah 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 blah, but there are some things that are actually like, no, as you said, like, more things are getting proven, more researches are getting done, and we should be evolving as humans every year and getting better.
Totally.
So I do think there's a time and a place for it.
Just having like a better, healthier lifestyle.
Totally.
More longevity.
Yeah.
just
when I first met Ryan, he was such a hippie. Like he's probably your biggest hippie, but he doesn't look like a hippie.
No.
But he's probably a full-on, like he's actually the real McCoy hippie, eh? Like when I met him, he was growing grass on his bench top and cutting it out to make green drinks. And this was like
actual grass,
like barley grass. Like this was going back.
In the kitchen.
Yeah, he had like tubs fit. This was going back like 27 years ago. 26 years ago. He's listening. He's telling me my dates are probably wrong. This is going back a long time ago though. He'd done that. He would take this mud full of minerals, and it was like this murky mud drink because he couldn't afford the proper supplements. So he would take this murky mud drink and he would down that. And this is when I was going out with him.
Wild.
And he did like a course in Australia just all on health. Like he's as hippie as they come. So
but it's super interesting. Like if you want to have a life worth living and you want to be healthy, you want to make the most of every
and
single
have longevity.
Day,
which is a buzzword I think at the moment is longevity.
Well, that's one of the wellness trends is longevity. Biohacking.
Yes,
people
absolutely.
trying to live longer.
Yeah.
There was an episode on the Kardashians about it.
I know, I remember that. And I think like people are living longer, but is it your quality of life good? Just
quality
because
of life, that's what I'm thinking.
it's all about quality of life.
Yes.
These days you can live to probably 130 with the medication and science and doctors and stuff around.
Feeling like
but is it quality of life? Yeah.
Fulfilled and healthy.
Yeah. Dad's
what's your issue?
130.
You know me, I always add a few
Scatter
years
away.
on to everything.
Okay, should we go
He's
through
just
some of
mocking
them?
me already. Yeah.
We got a little notes.
Yeah.
So the first one we've come across is contrast therapy, sauna versus ice bath.
Well, it's not sauna versus ice bath. People are doing them both together.
Sauna and then an ice bath.
Yeah.
That's the whole collection of the contrast therapy, getting really hot and then getting really cold.
Well, I think it's the other way around, getting really cold and then really hot.
Oh yeah. I
don't
think
know.
some people go like in and out, in and out.
Maybe. Have you tried it?
I have yet to try an ice bath.
Have you not even tried an ice bath?
No.
We had an ice bath for like 2 years.
I'm too wussy to do it.
Oh.
But I see there's lots of good things about it. Sometimes I'll do something in the shower, chuck it on really cold.
I think that's real hardcore doing it in the shower.
Because that's kind of the equivalent.
Yeah.
That's what
I'd rather submerge into an icy bath than actually turn the shower on cold. I think the shower on cold
because
is
you
hard.
feel it on your electrical.
Oh yeah, it's like and yeah.
But you do feel energized after.
Yeah.
And I've done saunas before, and I love a sauna. So I'll just give you a quick definition for people who need a little bit of info. We've done some research, guys, so we're not just giving you our opinion, we're giving you some research behind these.
And also our opinion.
But yeah. So
with the cold, I just like to say with the cold plunges, like we went to Tony Robbins it might have been over 10 years ago, and he was doing them every morning. We went to Tony Robbins about 10 years ago, and he was doing the cold plunging and the saunas, and he's been doing them for years and years and years, and he actually talked about it. And so Ryan and I were like, oh wow, that's amazing how you got to start your day off in a cold shower. And then it kind of got popular and trendy, having an ice bath and all those kind of things.
And also I remember watching, because our whole family was into the CrossFit Games, and we'd watch them on TV.
Not hop in the ice bath.
And they would do ice baths
Yeah.
after every workout, so hardcore, and you see these big guys and it's just ice everywhere and they're freezing cold.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So ice baths and sauna, the contrast therapy is great for muscle recovery, reducing soreness, enhancing circulation, which is great for obviously if you're working out lots. Heat shock proteins that help cellular repair, so help rebuild muscles. And regular sauna use has been linked to lower cardiovascular mortality and improved heart health.
And lesser strokes. They say, Tony Robbins just lives by, if you are having a sauna every day or 4 times a year, your
Cardiovascular health?
Yeah, but your chances of having a heart attack or a stroke diminishes by 80%. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's why are we not all doing it?
And the fact that is so common in people nowadays with the amount of things in food, heart attacks are getting a lot more common. So finding things you can do to prevent that and help you is really interesting.
We don't have a sauna. I have been in a sauna, but I haven't had a sauna for years and years, so I haven't done the cold.
It's really cool when you see people
contrast.
online that have the little infrared saunas in their garage.
Yeah, that's
quite
cool.
cool.
That's something actually we'll probably get into. But
I can imagine you guys getting one.
I'm all for it. I think it's all great. I don't think it's going to do any harm for you. So I kind of think if anything's going to make your mood better and your body better, go for it. I'm not going to judge you.
Totally. Should we go on to the next one?
Yeah.
So the next one.
Oh, by the way, just on the cold plunges, I love just jumping in the pool or having a cold shower, even in winter. But one thing I think it does do, it honestly, if you can't mock it until you've tried it, but if you can have like hop in the pool for like 5 minutes, for the rest of the day, I can honestly say you will feel alive. Energized, ready for the day, in charge of the day, control of the day. Every cell in your being will just go boom, and you'll be ready. And I honestly, I'm proving that. No, I am.
From the times you have done it.
Yeah, you feel amazing.
I need to get into it more because I just get too scared.
And it's all about your mind.
Mind over matter.
Yeah, it's all about your mind. So Chris Hemsworth, like who doesn't want to watch Chris Hemsworth? He does Limitless Netflix TV series, and it's amazing. It's all on longevity, and he had the cold swims in that, and it's really cool. So go and watch it on Netflix. It's amazing.
He kind of debunks a lot of wellness trends and tries them himself.
Yeah,
and
these
shows you what benefits you can get from them.
Yeah, and he's got scientists and doctors and everything with him, like you know, that specialise in it. And then some of the things
literally about longevity, like his
yeah, totally.
series.
And some of the things he will not redo, and some of the things he goes, that's amazing. And the cold plunges is one thing he implements in his day-to-day routine to this day after doing that.
Yeah. One of the other ones I've come across is Hyrox. A lot of people are into Hyrox at the moment. I think it's really cool because it's kind of making it a little bit more available for lots of people to try it. It reminds me very similar of CrossFit competitions.
But it doesn't have a barbell, which makes it go boring.
But they have a lot of things like wall
Hyrox doesn't
squats.
have a barbell, Ryan.
They have wall ball squats, they have sled pushes, they have running, they have
8 exercises, and after every exercise they have like 8 courses, I'm pretty sure, and after every exercise you do a K run, so you should be doing 8K total running amongst all these like sled pulls and
very
burpees
similar
and
movements in some CrossFit
very
workouts.
similar to CrossFit, except there's no barbell.
But it's cool because you can do it in like duos, or you can do it, I think some do it individual, hardcore people, and you can do it in groups. It's just like a fun new way of people getting out there and trying something new and doing competition.
Totally. I haven't never tried it, and it is a trending thing, and sometimes it's like, oh, let's see how long this lasts. But at the end of the day,
I quite like it.
If it is positive and it's good for your body, don't poo-poo heart.
I think it's quite cool. I would actually love to do it one day.
I would not be able to do it with Dad. We would both be literally yelling at each other, and I don't think it would be good for our marriage.
I would love to do it with Beckham.
I would. Dad would be frustrated with me. I'd be frustrated with him. Would end up walking off the course and having a fight problem.
The other thing is red light therapy.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
So this is something that I would actually like to implement, because I've heard so many good things about red light therapy. So you can either get it for your face or you can get it for your hair. It's meant to be quite good for your joints and muscles, but what I want to look at it for is get a red light mask on my face, because it's good for fine lines and wrinkles. It's
collagen
good
production.
Yeah, so what it does is apparently your cells in your body, your main powerhouse is the mitochondria, and what it does is this is my little bit of nursing coming out, and then so what it does is it penetrates into that mitochondria and it gets your cells just all revitalized, and it stimulates repairs like your collagen and everything. So the science is behind the red light in the face. I haven't tried it, I've never done red light ever, but I'm keen to give it a go.
I was doing red light facials before the wedding.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never done one.
I did like 3 before, and you'd sit under the light for like 20 minutes, or I think I joined 2 of them together into like a 40-minute session.
Yeah.
And it's like this big red light, and you wear these little goggles on your eyes.
So you got to protect your eyes, but it's not UV, The red light's not UV.
I don't know, but you can get ones at home. Like I see people on Instagram, they have their own little masks at home, and their face just lights up in bed.
Steph Price has one, that's why I want to get one.
Anyway, I was doing them for the wedding, and one thing also that's really great about them, also I recommend this to my brides as well when they ask me as a makeup artist what facials can they get for their wedding day that will help their skin. Red light's really good because it flattens any pimples. So if you've got any like texture or
I don't
bumps,
have any pimples.
Okay, that's perfect. So if you've got any texture or bumps, it actually helps flatten them.
Well, it's meant to be good for skin tone and skin texture.
And tightening them.
Yeah.
So I had a bride who, she had beautiful skin, and then all of a sudden, like a couple months before her wedding, she broke out with really bad acne. It could have
Oh,
been
how
stress.
unfortunate, poor thing.
I know, she was so lovely, and it could have been stress or something. She had her red light on every single day, and it helped so much. So that's just another thing that's cool from red light therapy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Pilates versus yoga.
Okay.
How it's changed. Yoga used to be the trendy thing. Now it's Pilates.
I went on a yoga retreat to Bali, just saying, about 12 years ago. So I was into yoga. I did yoga for the stretching.
Pick me girl vibes. I was into yoga like 10, 12 years ago when
I
it was
was.
popular. Because I'm like in the trends.
I'm so with the trends. But I'm not going to do Pilates just because it's trendy.
Oh, okay.
I did Pilates about 15 years ago with my mother-in-law.
Gosh, you don't have to be like the first one to do everything.
No, but I did it about 15 years ago with my mother-in-law, and I didn't like it because my Pilates teacher said you shouldn't have glute muscle. There's no need for a glute muscle. And I was doing weightlifting at the time, and I was like, oh, I'm over this, and I've never gone back.
Okay, but that was 15 years ago, you say?
Yeah.
So science has changed. Things have changed.
It's just so trendy, and it just so icks me.
Okay.
Sorry, you're a Pilates girl. Go talk about it.
I did Pilates for a year before my wedding, and I found a lot of benefits from it.
You looked good too.
Thank you. Including posture. My posture was great because it strengthens muscles inside of you that you don't even know that you have.
Yes.
My posture was great. My flexibility improved. My strength improved in just small ways that I didn't even realise.
It's so amazing, Anika. That's so good. No,
That's so fake. That's so amazing, Anika.
No, that is so amazing. Did you wear those little cat suits, like all in one?
No.
And did you have a scrunch bum?
No. I actually really loved it. I would do it again. The only reason I paused it just is because financially it can be a lot.
Right.
And I also do pay for other gym things.
Anything good is expensive though, really, to be honest.
But I did love it, and I really think it's such a cool thing to do. It's great for women because it's low impact. It's not like high intensity cardio, and you're strengthening your body using weights as well. Obviously not like heavy barbell weights like CrossFit, but you are...
Do you do weights in Pilates?
You use little dumbbells, and you can use like weighted balls.
Are they 0.5 kilo?
They range from like 3 to 8 kilo, usually around that. But it's so hard. You think it's light, but you're pulsing. You're pushing your muscle under tension.
It's similar to bar, because I did bar for a little while.
I would say it's
because
similar
that's
things.
quite burny, and you don't.
Very
it doesn't
burny.
look burny, but you're like, oh my goodness, it's burny.
So burny.
Okay.
It's really, really cool. I love Pilates. So I was teaching body balance at Les Mills for about a year.
You did, yes.
About 2 years ago. And body balance, Les Mills, is kind of a mix of yoga and also a mix of
Pilates.
Floor Pilates, as well as a little bit of Tai Chi, but I didn't really do the classes of Tai Chi.
I would love to do Tai Chi.
It was fun when I would go to a class and someone was really good at teaching it, but I could not teach it.
Tai Chi?
Tai Chi.
I reckon that would be so cool.
It's very relaxing.
I reckon that would be so cool.
Yeah.
They look amazing when they do it. They just look fluid like water.
Yeah. So I got to see the benefits of both. And again, my flexibility has not been the same since I've stopped those things. It definitely helped my posture.
Okay.
It actually helps, like if you even do like 1 day a week of like yoga or Pilates, it actually helps your body condition for other workouts. Like if you want to do weightlifting workouts, it helps for those.
Okay.
Because you can push your body deeper.
I know so many people that do Pilates and they do rave about it. So I'm not going to mock it because anything is positive, is good, is great. But I just think it's so trending at the moment. I think that's what puts me off.
I just think don't hate it till you try it.
No, totally, because I say that about everything else, so I've got to be listening to my own preaching.
So going into from Pilates versus yoga, let's talk about the hot girl walks.
So I didn't know what a hot girl walk was until this morning, and Nikki explained what a hot girl walk was, and I was like, oh my goodness, I am one? No, I'm not a hot girl.
I'm like a hot girl.
No, like she goes, Beacon was like basically saying, oh, it's a girl that walks like 10Ks a day, and I'm like, that's me.
Yes, so I think it's like a Gen Z thing, like my generation, we've created this trend. It's called
It's
the hot
basically
girl walk.
moving your body walking, but this generation calls it a hot girl walk.
So
and they wear scrunch bums.
No, you're so judgmental. We're so judgmental. Let's have an open mind.
I kind of like me being judgmental.
I don't. Such a turn off.
I like it.
Anyway, so what it's like a hot girl walk is it gets you outside. Walking is actually a lot better for your female hormones compared to running. Science says this, and this is recent research that has come out, because you're not putting your body under stress. And
those poor little joints.
if you're going for a fast walk in a long period of time, you could be hitting your zone 2.
Which we're going to talk about is trending at the moment.
So the hot girl walk is pretty much you going for a long distance walk, you know, get your 10K steps a day. You can go outside, get some fresh air, put on a cute outfit, chuck on a headphones, listen to a podcast with some music, and it's like a nice, calm way of getting in your exercise for the day. And they're saying at the moment that walking is a lot better for females than the high intensity cardio or running. Obviously, it's up to you for enjoyment. You do what you want to do and what makes you happy. But
I'm starting to love my walking. So I haven't been a walker in my life. I found it very boring. But I've got a friend that loves walking and she pushes me to walk. But I just want to say, I was reading that why there's so much obesity these days. It was just one of the reasons. Was back in the day when my mum was a child, their average steps would be 30,000 steps a day.
wow,
Just average, because that was just normal what they did. These days, they say people's average steps are 4,000 steps.
it's crazy.
So you can just see the difference between 4,000 steps to 30,000 steps in a matter of over 30, 40 years.
But it shows you because everything's just so easy and accessible nowadays.
Uber.
Order Uber Eats for lunch, Uber to your next place that you need to go to. You're
Everything's
working,
on
you're
your
sitting
laptop.
down, you know, you're not moving much. It's just like everything's so quick and easy. Everyone drives everywhere. Back in the day, they would walk to places, they would bike to places, they would walk to go get food if they even did that, and it wouldn't be like
Totally, everything would just be
snap at
walking.
your fingers.
But
quick
even
and
kids
easy.
going to school, like you'd walk to the bus stop or you'd
Yeah.
walk to school.
So it's
I don't know many
different.
kids that walk to school these
But
days.
we do need to kind of work a lot harder to kind of get that back.
Because our Western way of living is so different now, we have to actually rule out time to go and do our walk.
Yeah,
But,
which is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, I try and hit 12,000 steps, but I know he's so freaky. That was Dad. Ryan walked past and he's just a little bit weird. So yeah, I try and hit 12,000 steps, but not every day I do that. But I think it's a good goal, but not being so religious. I'm like, I didn't reach my 10,000
No,
steps,
totally.
or
Just giving you like a good
just a
baseline
good
guideline to walk around.
Just like your body should be moving, and I think
Totally.
if you're not doing at least an average of 10,000 steps 4 times a week, you need to really up that.
Totally.
Yeah.
So going back into that, like zone 2 talk.
Yes.
So I didn't realize until you actually said that this has been trending a lot, and I think because for me, Dad has kind of shown us a lot more about zone 2, like for the last however many years, and always talked
Years
about
and
it.
years, yeah.
So zone 2, if I just give you a quick explanation, it's really great for building metabolic.
It's amazing for fat loss.
Building metabolic health, enhancing fat utilization, improving
more of that.
endurance, and supporting longevity because it grows mitochondrial capacity and aerobic efficiency over time.
It's that longevity.
Biohacking that people are doing.
And they say a good, another trend that we've been talking about would be devices, like everything's recorded on our rings or watches.
Tracking everything, like with the rings
Yeah.
and the phones.
But before we get
watches.
into that, like you can tell you're in zone 2 if you wear like an Apple Watch. I'm sure if you wear something else, some other device, I'll tell you. But a good way to kind of register if you don't have one of those watches or whatever, zone 2 is something like going for a walk that you're still kind of puffed, but you can still kind of talk.
Yeah.
Or going for a bike ride or like a row. They kind of say that's kind of your zone 2.
So I got introduced to zone 2 when I was doing rowing in school. So we would be like, okay guys, steady state rowing. That's what we called it. So you're still rowing.
And that's your zone 2, your steady
Zone
state.
2. So we'd do it after like a hard workout, you
Yeah.
know, going hard. Then we'd go to zone 2. So you'd still be working hard, you'd still be rowing, but you'd be going at a pace where you can still like, you know, bring your heart rate down a little bit, but it's still working at a consistent rate, and you're
Yes.
still able to like talk through if you could. And that's where you start burning fat.
Yeah,
the
that's
most.
scientifically it says where you burn fat. I need to do more zone 2. It's so funny because like
And you can do those workouts for longer as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you do them for like I think you've got to do them at least 35 minutes plus, but Ryan tries to do about 30 to 45 to an hour. But it's so funny because where your fitness stages, you'll have different zones, and I'm a lot unfit, like I'm really unfit compared to Ryan. And we were doing the Hakramadas, and Ryan was like, we were both checking what zones we were in, and Ryan was in zone 1, which is like not even trying that hard, and he got up to zone 2, I think, when he got up, charging up the stairs. I was like zone 4.
Which is like the highest.
I was like about to like go off the radar.
Heart rate's maxing out.
And I'm like, oh, and Ryan's like, what zone are you in? And I'm like, I'm zone 4. And Ryan's like, oh, I hadn't even got up to zone 2 yet.
Oh my gosh. But also different fitness capacities, guys.
I know, but like it's good because it kind of makes you go, okay, I need to do more zone 2 work to get better.
Yeah.
So it's a good recording. Like, talking about recording, did you want to talk about the trends of the rings and stuff?
Everyone's been getting these Apple rings at the moment. It's the Aura rings.
They've been doing it for quite a few years now, though, haven't they?
But it's becoming more common for people to have them now.
Okay.
So it was like, you have your Apple Watch. A lot of people still have those, but now we're going to the Aura rings.
I love my Apple Watch.
And people wear these Aura rings every day, every night. It tracks your sleep. It tracks, like, your REM, like when you're having deep sleep. It tracks when you're, like, your heart rate. It tracks
I know, but these days so many things get monitored. Do you think it's taken a little bit too far?
Like, I've thought about getting one just out of interest for me.
You?
No, listen. I've thought about getting one out of interest to know, like, oh, okay, like, what is my heart rate? Like, how many steps am I doing a day? How many calories am I burning a day? Because I have no idea, because I don't have any Apple Watch or anything.
Totally. I got an Apple Watch just to count my steps.
Because I don't have anything like that, right? It's the same thing. Aura Ring is like the same. You can track the same.
It's not until you're tracking. It's like when someone does keto. It's like, do you prick yourself? Are you in ketosis? Well, if you're not in ketosis, you're not keto.
Yeah, how do I know if I'm in a calorie deficit if I don't even know how many calories I burn a day?
Yeah, you've got to measure, and otherwise you don't know. You can't pinpoint. Go, I've done about 8,000 steps a day.
Yes.
You probably would have done 2.
So I see it's beneficial, and
very good.
I still want an Apple Watch. To track my steps, track my calories and things.
Yeah.
I've gone on for a couple of years. But then I also get put off because I'm like, then it becomes addicting. Then that's all you want to do. Like, when you see people just checking all the time, like,
that's what becomes off the Apple Watch.
Because for me, I'm already starting to like try and limit my usage on my phone, instead of picking it up all the time. Like, people, we just pick up our phones for no reason. We take them with us to every room for no reason. Why do we do that? So I've been like the last year just like keeping my phone away. If I'm watching something on TV, keep my phone away. Like, I don't need to go on my phone. But then I feel like if I got an Apple Watch or something, it would be just like a whole nother level, and it'd be limiting that.
But can I say that, like, I would see people on the Apple Watches like a few years ago, and as soon as a text or notification come through, you see them looking at your phone, and it makes the other person not feel that important, and that's what put me off an Apple Watch.
It's like that disconnection between
people.
It
is, but then Ryan gets frustrated because he's like, you never answer your phone. If you had an Apple Watch, you'd know when calls are coming through. And so I was like, I'm not having an Apple Watch because I don't want one of those people that always looks at my phone and watch. But then I got into, because I really wanted to record my steps, and I love my Apple Watch now. Do you know, having my Apple Watch, I probably don't look at my phone as much.
Really? But then it's kind of like your phone, though, the Apple Watch, because you do get your notifications through that.
But I don't really look at my notifications. I hear a beep and I kind of ignore it. I purely love it because I love recording my steps. And I take mine out into the pool when I do my laps, and it records my laps, and I can wear it in the pool. I just love it. I love it.
See, pros and cons, eh?
And I think it's up to you as a person how addicted you're going to be to something, and if it's going to be a good balance, and I think that's up to you to balance that out.
So talking about tracking things, I wanted to bring up the trend of cycle syncing. I don't think this is more so a trend, but I think there's a lot more research about it now, and it's being talked about a lot more, which is really cool for women because we can really utilize
kind of stuff.
So mum obviously doesn't have a period anymore.
So I haven't had a period since I was 27.
Okay.
So I'm
because
totally out of whack on that kind of cycle.
So obviously it's like totally out of your kind of range of thinking. But
I just got to sleep for this little talk. You go.
I think it's really interesting, genuinely,
okay.
Because you can really utilize, where you are in your cycle and really get the most out of your day. So obviously, I'll just quickly go over it because I'm not a scientist, guys. This is just from a little bit of research. So we've got 4 phases of our cycle. You've got your menstrual phase.
I didn't know we had 4 cycles.
Dang, okay, see, there's more research coming out that we need to talk about this more often. So you've got
I thought
your
we just had one
menstrual
cycle.
phase, which is where you're bleeding. That's called your menstrual phase.
Okay.
That usually, if you have a consistent cycle, usually lasts about 1 to 7 days.
Okay.
Straight after your menstrual phase, you have your follicular phase.
Follicular. Ooh, that sounds so gross.
Like follicles, follicular.
I'm in my follicular stage.
So this is after your period is over.
Okay.
And it's just getting you ready for your ovulation phase, which is it's called your ovulatory phase. It's when you ovulate. That's when it's a great time to try for a baby.
I do hear people talk about ovulation stage. I didn't know what that meant though.
And so that, ovulation is usually about 2 weeks after your period.
It's in the middle of your period.
So that's when your egg is about to drop. That's a great time for getting pregnant.
I never did that.
Interesting. See, it's so different.
But it wasn't. Yeah, I never.
There wasn't probably much research about it.
No, that's right. There's so much awareness now.
And then the fourth phase is the luteal phase. So that's
the what?
The luteal phase. So that's you think where people
the luteal phase
are the most cranky, the most emotional, the most bloated just before they get their period.
Is that like premenstrual?
Yes.
Luteal.
Think of the moon.
Guys, I'm in my luteal stage.
So those are the 4 phases. So I just wanted to give you if you guys are listening, if you're a female, here's a couple tips that can help us. So in your menstrual phase, your estrogen and progesterone are at their lowest. This is when you're feeling the most tired. You might feel crampy because you're on your period, lower motivation. So some workouts you can do at this time is soft, calm workouts. This is your rest and restore phase. So maybe some gentle walking, some stretching, some yoga, some meditation, maybe a little bit of light mobility. Obviously, want to have iron-rich foods because we're losing blood, we're losing our iron. So anything like that. Omega-3s are really great at this time. Vitamin C helps iron absorption, so citrus and berries. Then we go into our follicular phase. This is when our estrogen is rising. You might feel a little bit more energized, a little bit more social, you want to go out there a bit more, your period's over, you want to go out.
I must be in my follicular stage all the time.
Follicular.
Oh, I must be in my follicular stage all the time.
You don't have a period anymore, so it's very different, Mum.
Okay.
So workouts, these are great times to try the more intense workouts, high intensity.
Go and get a barbell.
Pilates, running, strength training. Yes, barbell workouts. Skill-based workouts where you're using a little bit more skill. Foods you want to focus on is having a little bit more lean protein, having a little bit more complex carbs. Fermented foods help with gut support and lots of veggies. Then we're going into the ovulatory phase. This is when our estrogen peaks because we're trying to conceive for a child. This is what our body wants us to do anyway. You might feel a little bit more strong, confident, powerful. This is when you can hit for your PBs if you're doing weightlifting.
This is the way too full on for my brain.
Hyrox style training is a great time to do when you're in your ovulatory phase. Group classes, HIIT workouts again, heavy lifting, going again for protein meals, healthy fats, fiber foods. Then your luteal phase. This is when your progesterone rises and then drops. So you might be calm at first, then a little bit slower, then you have those cravings. This is when women feel sweet foods, salty foods before our period. So if you're doing strength training, just keep it easy. Pilates is great for this, and zone 2 cardio is great during this phase before your period. In your early luteal phase. Right before your period is due, this is when you could be doing some walking, yoga, mobility, those lower intensity workouts when we're not feeling the best. And we want to be consuming a little bit higher carbs, magnesium rich foods, so dark chocolate is great, pumpkin seeds, B6 rich foods, so bananas and chickpeas, and just regular meals to help stabilize blood sugar. Now this was just a little bit of research that I've done, but I hope that helps give you some ideas. You obviously don't find this.
That was just way too much for my brain. I was actually thinking about what I'm going to wear tonight to Lainey Wilson.
Cool. I find that stuff super interesting.
I was thinking about cushions.
And I think it's really cool to do some research and learn about your bodies and help utilize, how you're feeling and make yourself feel the best during each of those phases. Because obviously once you hit menopause and you don't have a period anymore, or you've had a hysterectomy, blah, 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 blah. What would you recommend to women over 45?
Well, it's a trend, it's a phase, but I actually think it's got some beneficial things. Is women, especially over 40, should be hitting some weight training and resistant training.
The muscles start to disintegrate.
Yeah, I don't at the moment, but I'm going to get back into it.
Hey.
Beckham's off the ride on lawnmower. Did you have fun,
You got
Beckham?
in the background of our video.
Yeah, we saw you zooming past.
Let's do some hot laps.
Did you like it?
Yeah, good fun.
It's fun, eh? It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength training is so good. Obviously, I did it for quite a long time beforehand, before my 2 hip replacements. But it was a bit of a grieving process going and seeing a barbell and getting back into the weights. But I want to get back into it just because I know it's so good for our muscles.
Planning a way to do it for your hip replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I can. I just can't,
It is,
do some
especially
things.
as you age, just like to build that muscle.
Yeah.
Just like even little things now, like I see our grandparents getting older and like walking and mobility and like that disintegrates
I wish
so easily.
they would do a little bit of weight training. I honestly do. I wish they
It'd be
would.
so beneficial, eh? It just helps with like muscles as well and bones and supporting their body.
And it just it has that bone density. When you get older, you get more frail, and it just keeps you that kind
protects your bones a bit.
Yeah, I hope Brian's always going to do weights. I mean, he's done weights ever since I've ever known him. He's been doing weights, I think, since he was about 14. But he will. I think he'll continue doing it into his 80s.
Surely.
Yeah, but I want to pick that up. But it's quite a trending thing at the moment for over 45-year-old women. You hear weight training, resistant training, and high protein meals. But it kind of has some, good things about it too. What was the last one?
So the last little wellness trend is intermittent fasting.
Yes.
So obviously this has kind of been a thing for quite a while now.
It's quite controversial, isn't it?
Very controversial. Yeah. When you guys were doing your keto diet.
Well, Ryan still kind of does keto. I did it
But he's a bit more relaxed with it now, and now that he's got his body like in a rhythm.
Yeah, but he can go into ketosis just like that, and he'll check himself with his bloods.
When he was starting, like intermittent fasting was really like key. Like he would fast for a whole day. But intermittent fasting obviously is just fasting in the morning, but like fasting itself.
Well, intermittent fasting is kind of just fasting for a period of time, but a lot of people do it over their sleep and into like noon.
Yeah, it's like having the first meal at like lunchtime.
So I only have 2 meals a day. I've always had 2 meals a day. A lot of people will be like, you need 3 meals. Breakfast is the most important meal.
That's quite a traditional aspect.
I say BS to all that, but that's my point.
But also new research coming out, maybe changing your opinion.
Yeah. Am I changing my opinion about breakfast is the most important?
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying is like you maybe grew up getting told that breakfast was the most important part of the day.
Yeah, it was quite an 80s thing,
research,
wasn't it? Yeah.
It's different.
My belief in it is like, so if you're into the whole keto stuff, it gets you into ketosis quicker if you're fasting.
Cells can repair in this time.
Yeah, I love the fact with a little bit of, I'm not religious on intermittent fasting whatsoever, but I'm just saying like I do think it's important for our organs and for our body to have a little bit of a break. We overfeed and we overeat as Western people so much. And I think it's good to have that bit of a break and let our body breathe. That's my opinion.
Digest everything.
Yeah. But you do your own research. It's very controversial.
But there can be a lot of benefits to it.
I 100% think there's so many benefits for intermittent fasting.
Yeah. And like if you're sick, fasting's really good just to get everything out and then start fresh.
Yeah. Because when you're sick, you kind of want that processed gross foods, but that's only going to prolong your sickness.
Just getting all the toxins out of your body.
Yeah, I think it's just a good recovery time for your body.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Like,
have you done intermittent fasting?
I have. Well, usually I don't really eat till lunch anyway, so I just naturally do it because I don't really feel like eating in the morning. But Beckham does it a lot more recently too because he's trying to get into a calorie deficit.
Oh, okay.
To lose some weight.
Yep.
So that's really good because obviously when you're sleeping, that's when your body's repairing itself and your muscles are recovering and, cells are repairing. So if you can extend that for a longer period of time, it's great. And then have like a really good high protein carb meal at the end of the day. You can get a lot. Like
I would say high fat and high protein.
But carbs are also really beneficial as well.
I think carbs are more beneficial
balance.
For women. I do. That's just my opinion. I think women need more carbs, eh?
Well,
I think keto's great
so
for men.
Different. It's like finding the right things for your body.
Yeah. It was like I had a friend, she was vegan for, I think, 12 years, and she was just sick, so sick. And then she went to full protein and meat, and she has just never felt better. But then some people don't like meat, and their body
and some
can't
people feel better
on a vegan meals.
Yeah.
You've just got to do what's right for you.
Totally.
And I think there's so many people like poo-harring, like, oh, paleo, oh, keto, oh, this, or that, or that. It is just a label, but who cares? Just do what's right for your body and what you like and what you feel good on.
And like, yeah, we've given our opinion on some trends today, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, I can't speak for you because you're a little bit judgy, but at the end of the day, you just have to do what's best for you and your body, because every body is so different.
Yeah.
And there's going to be so many cool, like, evidence and information and science and all this come out, all these trends, and you can learn a lot from it, but at the end of the day, try it and see if it's good for you, because sometimes some diets might be really great for this person and might not be good for that person, like you just said. So hopefully you guys take this with a little grain of salt, but also learn maybe a little bit more about some trends. Maybe some of you guys didn't know about some of these trends. Yeah. But yeah, should we end on our quote of the week? Yeah, go Nikki. In a world full of trends, I want to remain a classic. That's cute. And I actually love that because I think it is very easy to get caught up in trends. Yeah. It is very easy. But yeah. Just stick to what works for you. Absolutely. But just on that, I think people get used to being like, if you've got headaches, for example, or you've got back pain, people get used to that feeling and it becomes their normal. Totally. And it's like you don't have to live with that. But also I think people like to complain a bit too. Right. Like to be a bit of a victim. But you do you, boo. Ka kite. See you guys next week. Bye. Bye.